how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Miller, the lone setback. On first down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And the back goes into motion.
Green, 39.
Again on second and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye.
Hey, wait.
Now Ryan on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Three down. Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. Kill.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Can't find anyone open. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, Osweiler. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go. 3-19.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Goldson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL.
And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ryan wants to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Over. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. He's got time. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.